What if I told you the very advice your parents gave you about money is the exact reason you're still struggling today? They didn't mean to hurt you. They wanted the best for you, but the world they grew up in doesn't exist anymore. And if you keep following their financial rules, you might never escape the cycle. There was a time when your parents' advice worked perfectly. Go to school, get a stable job, work hard, save money, retire at 60. Simple. But today, that same path is broken. Inflation is rising, jobs are unstable, and the cost of living is exploding. So why are we still following outdated advice? Let's break down the 5 biggest money lies your parents unknowingly taught you. Your parents told you, get a secure job, because in their time, job security was real. Stay loyal, get promotions, retire peacefully. But today, there is no such thing as a safe job. Companies fire employees overnight. Automation is replacing workers. AI is changing entire industries. A job today is not security, it's dependency. Real wealth comes from ownership, not employment. Save money. That's what you've heard your whole life. But here's the truth. Saving money alone won't make you rich, because inflation silently steals your wealth. If you keep your money in a bank, it's actually losing value every year. Your parents saved money because prices were stable. Opportunities were limited. Today, you need to invest, not just save. Money should work for you, not sleep in your account. Don't take risks. This advice feels safe, but it's actually dangerous, because everything that creates wealth requires risk. Starting a business, learning new skills, investing in markets. Your parents avoided risk because failure was expensive in their time. But today, not taking risks is the biggest risk. You don't grow in comfort. You grow in uncertainty. Education is important. But here's what they didn't tell you. School teaches you how to work for money, not how to make money. You learn math, but not investing. You learn history, but not financial freedom. Your parents believed degree success. But today, skills degrees. The people winning today are constantly learning outside the system. This is the biggest lie. Work hard and you'll succeed. But look around. There are people working 12 hours a day, still struggling to survive, and others working smarter, earning 10x more. Hard work matters. But without strategy, it leads to exhaustion, not wealth. The real formula is smart work plus leverage plus skills. Wealth. Your parents were not wrong. They were just living in a different world, a slower world, a simpler economy. They gave you advice based on survival. But today, you need advice based on growth. You want to escape the cycle. Here's what you must do. Learn high-income skills. Start building multiple income streams. Invest early, even small amounts. Take calculated risks. Think long-term, not just monthly salary. Growing up, you probably heard things like, money is the root of all evil. Rich people are greedy. These ideas sound moral, but they create a dangerous mindset. Because if you believe money is bad, you'll subconsciously avoid it. Wealth isn't evil, it's a tool. And like any tool, it depends on who's using it. Your parents told you to be content. And yes, gratitude matters. But there's a difference between being grateful and settling for less. If you stop chasing growth, you stop evolving. The world rewards ambition, not comfort. You were told, never take debt. But here's what they didn't explain. There are 2 types of debt. Bad debt, buying things that lose value. Good debt, investing in things that grow. Businesses use debt to expand. Investors use debt to multiply returns. Avoiding all debt means limiting your growth. In many families, success went a few respectable jobs. Doctor, engineer, government officer. But today, some of the highest earners are content creators, freelancers, entrepreneurs. The game has changed. Opportunity is everywhere, but only if you're willing to see it. You're young. You have time. Sounds relaxing, but it's misleading. Because time is your greatest asset. The earlier you start, investing, learning, building, the easier life becomes later. Delay is expensive. Safety feels comfortable, but long-term safety creates long-term regret. If you always choose the safest option, you'll never discover your true potential. Growth begins where comfort ends. Your parents worked hard, so they believed effort, income. But today, money also comes from systems, assets, automation. You can earn while sleeping if you build the right systems. That's something most people were never taught. In many families, money is a taboo topic. Nobody talks about income, investments, financial mistakes, but silence creates ignorance. If you don't talk about money, you'll never learn how it really works. Your parents wanted you to fit in, do what everyone else does. But here's the truth. Average actions create average results. If you want an extraordinary life, you must think differently, act differently. This isn't about blaming your parents. It's about understanding reality. They gave you what they knew, but now, you have access to more knowledge than any generation before. So the question is, will you repeat the same cycle or will you break it? Your parents believed owning a house, success. And in their time, it often was. But today, buying a house too early can trap you. Long-term loans, high interest, zero flexibility. Instead of building assets, you become tied down for decades. Sometimes, renting plus. Investing is smarter than rushing into ownership. Your parents stayed in one job for 20, 30 years, and it worked. But today, loyalty is rarely rewarded the same way. People who switch jobs strategically often earn more, learn more, and grow faster. Staying too long in one place can cost you opportunities. Many people believe wealth is luck. They were born rich. They got lucky. But that belief is dangerous because it removes responsibility from you. Yes, luck exists, but behind most success, there's strategy, consistency, and smart decisions. You were taught to plan everything, to be sure before you start. But here's the truth. Perfection is a myth. Most successful people didn't start with perfect plans. They started, then learned, failed, and improved. Waiting for the perfect moment is the fastest way to stay stuck. Here's the truth most people avoid. If you keep following outdated advice, you'll get outdated results. Not because you're not working hard, but because you're playing by rules that no longer work. The world has changed. Money has changed. Opportunities have changed. So you must change too. Respect your parents. Love them. But don't blindly follow everything they say about money. Because if you do, you might inherit their struggles instead of building your freedom. The world has changed. The rules have changed. Now it's your turn to change your future. If you want to understand how money really works, watch this next video, because what you don't know about money is costing you everything.